Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 coming at you with another Transformers video review, and today we're going to be doing a sort of instruction video, and we're going to be doing the Godzilla type Megatron and the DK67G Monster King upgrade kit from DNA, which makes him actually look like Godzilla. So first we'll just take a quick look at this box. We do have a nice image there of some of the new parts, mainly the new head. Just that same logo on the top and the bottom is legal jargon, same logo on the side. And we get some pictures of everything that's included. And I don't know why, I did not know excuse me, I did not know this until they started releasing the recolors of this kit for like the Tiger Stripe and the G2 blue. But it does come with a different head, and for some reason that was not in any of the promotional pictures for this kit. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but it does include a different robot head. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pull this bad boy out of the box. Alright. So I did briefly open this just to make sure all the parts were there. And we do get our instructions here. So there is all that. We're going to put this down here. And you do get 2 screws, which are going to be for the arm gaps, because when you add these on, the original screws aren't long enough anymore. So that's what those 2 screws are for. So we'll go ahead and open this up, and we will start with, let's see, looks like instructions say to start with the head, so we're going to do that. And you do want to have a screwdriver. Fortunately, you don't need to knock any pins, so it should just be the one screwdriver. And we're going to pull these out. And definitely want a smaller bit. And we're going to come over here. And the screw for the dinosaur head is right here. So we're going to go ahead and unscrew that. And you are going to be putting most of the original screws back in, so do make sure to hold on to them. So let's see. Oh, we got to take all 3 of these screws out. Let's see. Oh boy. Is this even going to reach? Yeah, I think it's reaching. Oh, it just barely reaches. There we go. And then the last one is this. Oh wait, no, there's 2 on his head. This one here in his cheek. Ooh, I may have goofed. I think I may not have been supposed to remove that first screw. I think I may have misread that. Oh yeah, I was not supposed to take out that first screw. Nope, that's not. Okay, yeah, I was not supposed to take this one out, so we're going to put that back in real fast. Oh. Okay, we're just going to use gravity to our advantage here. I might need to go grab my tweezers if this starts to become an issue. It's one of the problems with having giant hands. It's hard to pick up little things. we take out this final screw in his nose. Alright. Now we should be able to split this apart. Oop. I'm missing something else, am I? Nope. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're just gonna put this all to the side here. Now we just got this big old post here. Alright. Okay, it looks like we just take this whole bit and it doesn't have any screws to hold it together, so a little worried about that. It does say to separate these. Yeah, I'm not imagining that. Just worried because I don't really seem to want it. There we go. Okay, so let me put this over the mushroom peg. It's got a longer hole. Okay. Then we do want to assemble the head here. And this is the blast effect port, so you do want to make sure that that's in between the jaws there. So we'll put this back on like so. And then where'd the top piece go? And then this goes up here. Try to make sure I get all this in frame. Whoop. Yeah, this slides in here, and then this part goes into the slot on the nose. Yes, just like that. If I can stop dropping things, jeez. Then this should go over here. Clamp. Actually, let me double check this. Okay, yeah, it says that the neck piece goes first, then. Oi. So the neck piece goes first. Clamps together. Then the last piece. I'm just gonna drop everything today, aren't I? Let's see. Make sure that everything here lines up. Squeeze it together. I guess the head is supposed to be on a slider now. Well, it seems like everything holds together pretty solidly, so I guess it's fine that there aren't any screws. Alright, let's see, what's next? Okay, so it says next we take this. Yes, this part. Apparently I'm supposed to be doing this in his dinosaur mode. I'm going to fix that real quick. Actually, there is one part I am supposed to do in the robot mode, and that's the gap fillers for the feet. So we'll go ahead and put those in. Pull this up. Okay, so it looks like, is there a, okay, yeah, this one's the right side. Goes in. It says it's right. What the heck? There we go. And then, let's see, this one is the right for the top side. That one went in really easy. Alright, let's see, that's the left side. And then this is the left side bottom. Yeah, these ones aren't going nearly as smoothly. Okay, so there are the gap fillers for the bottoms of his feet. Now we're going to move him to dyno mode. Okay, now we got him into the right mode, so let's see what is next. Okay, right, we're putting this thing on his back. And apparently this goes peg side down. Let's see, how does this fit in there? Okay, so apparently we angle these, put this in, and then straighten it out. Okay, I'm not doing it wrong or anything. Okay, what the heck? And I can see that there's a groove in these back cylinders. What the heck? Okay, I think that's how it's supposed to go. Alright, next we have the first part of the tail. This one's pretty straightforward. These clamps just come out and attach onto these 5mm ports here and here. Come on. There we go. It's already starting to look a lot better. And then we just take this. Come here. Come here. Okay. Then we just take this peg here and plug it into this section of tail. There we get the much longer, bulkier tail that Godzilla is known for. Alright, flip it over. Oh, okay, now it's showing us in robot mode. So, I think we can do these parts without transforming him again. At least, well, whatever. I'm blaming the instructions on that one. So, to replace the arms, they're just on ball joints, so you just pop those right off. And we get these bigger, bulkier arms. Just plug those on. There we go. And there we go. Oh, upside down. Alright, and then the next parts are the new toes and the gap covers for his arm panels. So, let's make sure I don't take any extra screws out. Okay, so move these other screws out of the way, because apparently we won't need them back. So we're going to take out this screw, and this screw. So we'll start here. Put that to the side. That out, and now we just want to do we need to take this? Yes, we do need to take this panel off, slip off these claws. Oh wait, not the back one. So we take off the front claws, and then we want to grab these new toe pieces. I think they're identical. Yeah, it doesn't have a left or a right marker on it, so just slide those on here. Come on. It's actually pretty snug. Make sure I get that all the way on there. And hold on. Okay, so now we want to put the panel back on. See, I'm just going to keep dropping things. So it should go like this. And then, according to this, we want to put the screws back in the toe and the joint, the elbow joint. What you got? There you are. Put that screw back in, and then this one up here back in. This one at least has a little bit of an indent, so I don't have to hold it up straight. There we go. And now, let's see. Probably shouldn't have grabbed both of these. Okay, good. There's a diagram here for which one is right and which one is left. This is the left side. I need the other one. I think. Wait a minute. Nope, I was holding it wrong, I think. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. So you want to make sure that the little indent, or the little piece that pokes out right here, goes in like so. And then there is this little tab here. So that should be, it looks right. Just want to make sure. And then this is where you need the new included screws right here. Let me get this open. Alright. And you can see it's definitely a fair bit longer here. My massive fingers don't hide it. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure you can tell. So now we want to set this here. Make sure that that's there. And screw that in. And make sure that this just make sure that I did this right. Pretty sure that I did, I just don't think it's sitting totally flush. But let me try it with the hand out. Oh yeah. Clicks in a little better that way. Okay. Yeah. I think I did it just fine. Yeah, it's something about, actually, what if I just turn the hand around? Maybe that'll do it. Oop, nope. That actually is even worse. Whatever. I'm pretty sure I did that on the right side, so. Now we'll do the left side. Go ahead and unscrew all this. I'm actually just going to do this off camera. Okay, we're back, and now he has both of his proper Godzilla feet. And yeah, this definitely looks a lot more like Godzilla. Yeah, it's not even close. And I only have one Godzilla I can compare him to. It's this little Godzilla egg transformer, but I mean, it's definitely a lot closer than it was. So, definitely a heck of an improvement. But there is one more part we need to install, being the new head. And we are going to have to transform him back. But since we have these parts now, I think we can just sort of do it on video, but we'll do it real quick. So first we gotta untap that, and then we gotta, oops, these are stiff. There we go, untap that, and this we just push on these, and it'll pop right out. Come over here, just open these, flip out those hands, close that back up, flip these out, close that back up, then just come up here, split the chest, get those arms back, fold the head, bring up that head, bring up the chest, then you just want to split the tail. I have noticed that for some reason on this specific one, his tail doesn't really like to tab together in dyno mode. It takes a little fiddling, which I don't have on my other firm locks, but it only takes some fiddling. It does still do it. So, and we fold these in, straighten out that leg, close these back up, and we fold up the heels. And there we have him in robot mode. I will say that I do wish that this folded all the way down like the previous head does. Well, actually, there you go. Never mind. Alright. Okay, so we can now transform these into weapons for him. We do get this little handle piece, which it didn't say anything about this before. Yeah, it looks like you're supposed to just store this underneath, but it did not mention that. Because I'm pretty sure there's enough space. But now you can plug this in and fold these away. And this will become a shield. Woo. And then you can fold this together like this. And I hate it when these are super stiff like this. That's why they made it so it is on a soft ratchet, so it's really hard to get out. And you can plug this in like so. Actually, I think you could do it on this side. Yeah, that's what that groove is for. And now it has a sword, lance, something for that mode. And now we're going to go ahead and swap this head. You just have to unscrew this single screw back here. There we go. First it felt like the screwdriver was flexing, so there we go. Take that screw out. And we just want to his head keeps dipping back in. I don't know. I scratched the paint. Well, I don't plan on using this head again, so it's not too big of a deal. Okay. Is it like painted together or something? Come on. There we go. There we go. It's pretty snug. So apparently they paint the eyes on the back. Okay. See how that would make it a little easier not to mess up the face. See, is this one alright? Yeah, this one does have a screw inside of it already. There we go. And we just pop this ball joint on. Put the face on. There we go. And then we just want to put the screw back in. Sorry, I'm not really in the shot, am I? I mean, this isn't exactly the most riveting part, but I still want to film it properly. Okay, there we go. And push that chest back up. And I believe that is everything. Yes. So now he has the full upgrade kit. And there was a screw in there. Oop. So you do end up with quite a few extra parts lying around, because you get his old feet, his old head, his old dino head, his old dino arms, and a few screws. But honestly, the overall result, especially the new Godzilla dino mode, is totally worth it in my personal opinion. Now, I will say that you kind of have to be a bit of a Godzilla fan to even care about this figure in the first place, and you really got to be like a decent, like, you mean to be decently into it to be willing to buy this set, because the figure itself is about $70 because it's a Takara import, so it's more than a regular leader, and then the upgrade kit itself is about another 60 to 70 depending on where you buy it. So it's quite a hefty price if you really want to get this. Again, I ended up getting this because I sold my Shattered Glass Grimlock because his arm was basically broken. It was flopping around all over the place. It was super loose, and the screw on his back was stripped, so I couldn't open it up and try and fix it. Yeah, they also are doing this kit for, as I mentioned, the G2 Blue Grimlock and the Tiger Stripe Toxitron Grimlock, which I wouldn't have minded getting the Tiger Stripe version if I had that figure, but I was unable to get it when it was available. I was broke at the time, but I was able to get this, and I am very satisfied with it. If you can stomach the price tag, I do think it is a very worthwhile upgrade kit. Really, the only deterrent is that price, but as you can see, he's got much bulkier arms. Obviously, the head is just miles better. He actually looks like Godzilla now, and I probably would have cared enough to get the Mechagodzilla Optimus if it weren't for the fact that even with the upgrade kit, he doesn't even look remotely like there is no way that you can make those two designs work. It's just, the body is not there. Here you at least have something similar to start with. So, but yeah, personally, I do recommend this. I mean, I think it looks amazing. They really knocked it out of the park. Again, that price point is probably going to be a big deterrent for a lot of people, and at first it was for me too, but I ended up changing my mind because I do like Godzilla. I've definitely been enjoying a lot of those newer legendary Godzilla movies, and again, you know, they included a lot of really neat stuff in this set. You know, they've managed to find a way to make the tail and like the extra spines work into weapons. The arms just look so much better, and of course they did keep the little you know, peg in his mouth, so you can still, you know, attach blast effects there if you want to. I'll probably, you know, use that big blue one that came with the Titan Star Optimus and use that one since it's not made of the rubbery melt your plastic stuff, so you can have a nice big blue atomic breath. But yeah, it is kind of a mixed bag. Again, I think that if you're really into Godzilla, it's worth it. If it's just like a casual thing, you may not really want to fork out the money. But I think that's really all I have to say here. I hope this instructional video was at least a little bit helpful. Again, it's a pretty straightforward one. You don't have to knock out any pins. It's just removing some screws. And again, you get all this in the instructions, so shouldn't be too hard. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap things up there. And this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.